Alrighty. Good afternoon. Welcome back to Being Scottish Fitness. Getting ready to head out to the gym. And I'm getting there a little bit earlier than usual. So I'll probably be doing a lot of various exercises a day. Probably lower weights, higher reps type of thing. I was toying with the idea of just taking the whole week off. I know. Yeah, don't say it so. And the reasoning behind this, and evidently since I'm going to the gym, the reasoning was not powerful enough for me, is that I'm still fighting that sinus, upper respiratory infection or cold, flu, whatever you want to call it. But I feel much better today. And I think getting the exercise and getting the blood moving will be more beneficial than me just laying around. I was laying around this morning, and I finally got to the point going, okay, I'm not going to do this all week. I can't do it all week. I feel a little bit better today, so I will do lots of exercises, get the blood moving, get the circulation up, and then go to work. So a lot of times you just have to have these internal battles. You know, when people say, oh, you know, you go because you're really motivated. Well, I'm really motivated because I motivate myself. I have conversations. I try to bring a logic to it, and that can work for you or work against you. Because remember, don't believe anything you tell yourself. And earlier today, I was telling myself taking the whole week off would be a good thing. And sometimes that's true. But the way I look at it, I competed on Saturday, Sunday, recovery, Monday, recovery. It's now Tuesday. So let's get the blood moving. Now, I may not bench until maybe Thursday or Friday. We'll see. I don't know what the week's going to be, if I'm going to work overtime or not. But I'll probably do some arms today and make some legs in it, and then see how much time I have left. So this is one of the things when I'm saying, people say, well, I'm not motivated, I don't have the time, you know, I just didn't really feel like it. Understand that. We all go through that. It's not you, it's everybody. We all go through that. It's natural. And once you understand that it's a natural thing, that's a common thing, it makes getting the self-motivated a little bit more easier. You know, you're not sitting there going, well, gee, I'm not good at this because I just am not motivated. Well, motivate yourself. You can do it. Best way to do it is take a shower, get dressed, and head to the gym. Because once I'm in the gym, I'm going to lift something. All right, but if I'm at home, and even though I have weights all over the house, not necessarily going to lift something. That motivation level is not the same. But when I'm in a gym, and that's what the gym is for, and you have other people lifting in that, you're going to find yourself lifting. So that's why I always say, just get in the gym and lift. Now, some of you have your own gym, and you do a fantastic job of it, like Michael does at the Body Beatdown. And one of these days I will clean up the basement enough so I can get mine stationed like that, because I did that for years, where I worked down in the basement, worked out for 2 hours solid. So that's going to be one of my summer projects. I have lots of summer projects. And just, you know, waiting for the weather to be better, because a lot of stuff's going to get carried outside. It's time to do some spring cleaning, maybe have a yard sale, start selling some of all this extra stuff we have. It's just unreal of how much you can accumulate over 20 years. It's out of control. So it's time to get rid of some of that stuff, either by selling it or just donating it or whatever I need to do. So I'm already feeling better that I'm heading towards the gym. Like I said, I slept in about 8, so I got a solid 8 hours sleep, which I needed. because I'm still fighting it, but I think I'm getting ahead of the game. Sat there and got up, kind of moseyed around, watched down at Prepper Nation, and, you know, just looked at some videos, looked at, you know, a couple books I was perusing through. But I said, okay, have my shake. So my shake was a banana, about 24 ounces of Fairlife milk, and 4 jumbo eggs. So 4 jumbo eggs is 32 grams of protein, about 400 calories. The milk itself is about 200 calories, that's 600. And it probably added another 20 grams of protein, so there's 56. And a banana is giving me some minerals and some natural sugars that I need. So that's the nutrition I have going to the workout. Once I get done with the workout, I'll shoot over to the county market. Probably picking me up some cottage cheese, and maybe a slab of ham or whatever. I try to stay out of the cafeteria as much as possible, but sometimes it's nice to kind of get away from my workstation. But, you know, I'm spending probably about $20 at the store, and that's covering my 5 o'clock meal, my 7 o'clock meal, and my 9 o'clock meal. You know, if I go to the cafeteria, I'm going to spend $10. So I try to do it at the store as much as possible. And then the weekends when I'm not working, and then we have our bigger 4-course meals, things like that. Yesterday I had bacon and eggs for breakfast, which we had on the live stream. And nutrition is definitely part of that key. I take a lot of supplements, as you would see on my live stream yesterday. And they help me stay healthier. They help me fight off these infections. And another nice thing was, as I was walking out of work, one of the young men that worked there congratulated me on my qualifying for the Arnold's. And he works out at the gym I do. I see him sometimes. And I really appreciated that. Kind of told his friends there about, you know, the things I do and that. I thanked them. And it really does kind of make me feel pretty cool. And somebody recognizes, you know, me for my efforts. Yeah, I get my little 1.5 seconds of fame, so to speak. So this will probably be the prelude to my workout. So I'll be back there at Fitness Premier in Pontiac, hitting that. And one of these days I'm going to shoot out to Dwight. And I'm just waiting for them to answer my last email, but maybe I just need to just drive out there. Hopefully they have a full setup gym. But I told them that, you know, I'd like to come out and do a workout, do a video. They originally said they were pretty cool with that. So that might be maybe my Thursday trip out there. I'd like to get one trip to another gym just to kind of check out different equipment in different areas, and, you know, they give them a little shout out. So be that, and then Shorewood probably be next week. I might even do one in Bloomington the week after that. I do want to get out to Dan's Dungeons. Dan Swift, about 14 years older than me, does a lot of training, and he has competed. They do a workout out in Pekin, Illinois on a Sunday, so I think, obviously not this Sunday, it's Easter Sunday, but maybe next Sunday I'll go out there and see him. Try to make an afternoon of it. You know, so these kind of, you know, trying to mix things up. You know, trying to do a lot of things. I noticed that Michael is really hitting squats and deadlifts really often, and he's showing amazing results. So it's kind of getting to me where I got to start picking my game up too. And my main training is going to be for the Arnold for next year. But I will probably do another meet or two before this year is over. I know I'll be doing the Olympics in September in Illinois, and I might try to sneak out the one in Iowa, because that one was a fun time too. We'll just see what the budget has. Oh, and I want to thank my cousin Jacqueline for buying me a drink this weekend. I do appreciate that. You know, even though it's $5-10 here and there, I appreciate that. That goes a long way. We didn't go drinking Sunday. We stayed at home. But I'll have a beer maybe this Saturday. We'll see how that goes. So remember, rest, nutrition, proper exercise, stay motivated. Even when you're trying to motivate yourself, just head to the gym. Once you're there, you'll work out. Everybody have a wonderful week. Hey. Start with curls. See, let the volume's down a little bit, so I may not have to mute this workout. So, decided to make a trip into the gym. I was contemplating taking a week off, and really had I decided against it. Sometimes it is a good idea, but I figure I get enough of those when I go on vacation. Although I do try to get to the gym even when I'm on vacation, at least one day during that, just to get a bench workout in. You know, because I want to keep everything going. So there will be times when, even if I'm out of state, and I'll call a local gym up. And I've had some really good experiences with some of them. The YMCA in the Osho is a great place to work out. Warrior Fitness in Laurie, Missouri, another great place to work out. And Route 29 Fitness in Anthony's, Illinois are some of those outreach ones that I went to and had a very, very good experience. So I may make this a premiere video just so I can kind of hop in and chat and enjoy, because I do enjoy talking to my subscribers in chat. And they've kind of relaxed a little bit on YouTube. At work, they were really anal about it a couple months ago, and I think they've kind of realized, okay, as long as the work's getting done, let's not be too crazy about it. So I'll probably do some premiere and I'll pop in and out of chat. Like I said today, on my intro video, which I'll post earlier, almost didn't come in. I was almost going to say, I'm just going to take the week off, just be lazy, you know, but deep down inside I know that I'm not going to enjoy doing that. You know, I mean, literally you start getting angry at yourself. You know, the difference between somebody who's really into fitness and who's not is we get kind of upset if we miss our workout, and we only have ourselves to blame. So I'm not missing one. How heavy a workout will be, we'll see as it goes. But I'll hit some of the ones that we do arms, and probably do some leg exercises after this, and depending on how much time I have left, whether I knock out some shoulders. The hip pull downs, that's the hair pulleys. We've done that for a reason. It makes a smoother transition, and the weights are calibrated. I know all those people that get really excited about it. Oh, it's got pulleys. So what? Still moving weight. All exercise is good. And just feels good with the blood moving, get everything rolling. And this is kind of what you need to do to stay in shape. A lot of times you just have to force yourself to go back into the gym. You know, it's just called self-motivation. Now, a lot of times I will see videos that will motivate me to work harder. I know when I used to do like the treadmill, I have strongman events playing on the TV, you know, to entertain me and let me know why I'm trying to work on my cardio. I know I do that word every now and then, not often, but it's actually recommended. So, like I said, right now it's just going to be hit the arms, and maybe I'll even play around with some pec flies, just because I happen to have the machine right next to me. So this is a great machine to actually stretch out your delts and shoulders. So it's a pec fly machine, and all I do is what I'll do is I'll just let it kind of stretch out the muscles and then do a rep. So then stretch it out and do a rep. And stretching is important. I don't do enough of it, but whenever I can use a machine that help me do it, well then I utilize it. And that's what this machine is really good for. I'm really feeling it. Stretching out the pec. Oh. And pull it back in together. Oh. The shirt kitty kill was designed by Designs. You see it, or out there. She designed this one, which I really like. Oh, all right. I really feel a stretching there, and that's beneficial. You really need to get stretching in. So yeah, pretty much today's probably gonna be more of a full body workout. I'm gonna try to cover a lot of different muscles. Pop it up a little bit more weight. Get yourself blood moving. I actually feel the energy level already starting to build up because I am in the gym, and that's what you want to do. Get the heart rate up, get the circulatory system rushing the nutrients to the muscles and cells, and you really kind of get a somewhat of an endorphin rush when you're working out. I mean, it's as I always say. A body at rest tends to stay at rest. A body in motion will stay in motion. So if I had taken the week off, well, that's my body staying at rest. And then it's just like, you know, once you're getting something, you're trying to move that boulder, it's rocking, and it's rocking. And if you stop, come back to it, well, you got to start the process all over again. You want to keep at it until you finally push it down the hill. So. Just one personal, experience on it where I was almost making a case for me not to come into the gym, not work out. Sitting there going, well, hey, it's good to get here, it's good to do this, it's good to do that. But what I was really doing is I had a couple of days of rest, and I was being resistant to getting back in motion. And you want to break past that resistance and keep yourself in motion, keep yourself on the right diet, the right exercises, the right amount of sleep, the right amount of vitamins and minerals. And that's how you sustain for a very long time. People ask me, well, my gosh, you're 63 and you're still pushing a lot of weight. And how'd you do it? Well, I kept doing it. And I never stopped, even those times where not only was there outside influences, doctors, co-workers, and people I know telling me, not to lift so heavy, not to lift so hard. But there was at times where I was the culprit, saying, well, you probably shouldn't lift so heavy, you probably shouldn't lift so hard. And out of all those four, I want to pay attention to me the most, so that's the one I got to correct. Ever since I've been 40, I've had doctors tell me I have to lift heavy. That was 23 years ago. I'm still lifting heavy, and I'm still fine. So, and I've been fortunate. I don't have any major injuries, and I know a lot of people do, and they still come to the gym and they still work around it. And those are the ones that really impress me. So let's get on to the next exercise. All right, so picked up the weight, and we do the pull downs, which I think is one of my favorite tricep exercises. And I guess we'll see out of it. I am using a straight bar. If you're doing a rope, you're going to get more of the wrist action into it. So I won't vary from time to time and do it with ropes. I'm not going to do a straight bar. Yeah, it's good to change the direction on it. Because it means you're still engaging the main muscle, but you're going to start engaging some of the supporting muscles too, which is important. So, over the top of it, push down. Pretty easy exercise. Pretty much you just you're working the tricep right there. That's the muscle you're working. Now back over to the pec neck. All right, back to the pec side. Like I said, this is really good for the chest and also great for a stretch. So I'll let it stretch down. I can go all the way back where I couldn't before. So I may have to actually change it next time. I'll start to get a little bit more limber, which is a good thing. Now doing some lat pull downs. Like the wide bar, it's going to isolate the lats more. And get away from using the biceps. Take pulse, and it's going to be more like a chin up. Chin up for biceps, pulse, and going further. Starts working lats and some of the biceps, but the further out, the more it's going to concentrate on the lat workout. And that's what we want it to do. All right, so we pop the weight up a little bit. Go for a second set. So when you're using multiple machines and that, if someone else comes with the machines that you're using, but you're using more than one, what I do is I just let them go ahead and lift on that machine. Because I've been hitting other things, so they were on the French style one, which I was using, but I was also using the pull down, I was also using the pec deck. So instead of saying anything, I just let them use it. And I came over here, and now it's been freed up. Then we just kick it up a little bit more for the next rep. All right, now for last set here. so this will be interesting. If I record some of my lifts or not, I'm going to go to the editor and find out. I got to go back and pull it into this is going to hit the middle bit. Slow and steady increments. All right, so we're up 2, picked up a little bit more weight. This is going to be the middle and inner back. That really works it. From here, I think I'll move from the shoulders. So just kind of all around, all body workout. Now I do some shoulders. Like I said, just kind of going around and hit just about everything I got time to do it. And this is why I want to come to the gym earlier, so I can do a much more full workout than just hitting flat bench and maybe a couple pecs and I'm off to work. So my goal is to get in here just around 1 o'clock, if not a little bit sooner. It's giving me a good solid hour and 15 minutes of working out. And I'll even try to start coming in earlier and earlier as things going back. So the machines are really good for, if you're feeling a little bit off and you want to kind of get back into the game, that's what machines are really good for. It's more stabilization going on. And then once I feel 100% again, hopefully by next week, a lot of these will be just as warm up, and then I'll go to the free weights. So today probably no free weights, but all machines, and I'll probably hit some full stacks just to tease those betas out there. Alrighty, let's knock this out and then probably knock out a full stack attack or 2 just to post on Instagram so I can get there's pulleys involved. Yeah, no kidding. They're called calibrated weights, son. Get over it. I got one. He started talking shit and then he finally apologized. To the rarity. All right. So let's go and have some fun. So here's for Instagram guys going, are you couldn't do 10 pull downs on the lat machine for 100 pounds. So 10, 25, 40, 55, 70, 85, 100 lat machine, tricep pull downs. Just for you. You don't do those on a lat machine because with just the one pulley, you're really throwing the weight and you're getting a lot of jerking. So when you go to a pulley system, it smooths it out. So this is all about smoothing it out so it doesn't jump around all over the place. That's why you have it like that. So when I'm doing a full stack attack, It's basically equivalent to 100 on the lat machine, but you'll see it'll be a lot smoother. And that is the purpose of pulleys, is to make it smoother, so you don't get the big jerks. All right, so it's a nice smooth transition, so it's safer on your joints. You're doing a lat, using a lot more muscles, and you're losing stronger muscles. Using your back muscles, you know, some of your buys. Where tricep pull down, you're using your wrists and you're using your triceps, if you're doing it right. So, let's set this one up and see how I can free people up today. So we're going to do every. All right. Now, I got 100.5 pounds plus a 25-pound weight. Now, 25-pound weight is going to be divided into by about 3. So it's going to be about 7-8 pounds, about 7.5 pounds. So that's going to be about 107, let's call it 108 pounds is what it's equivalent to. So here we go with the full stack attack. Let's do it. See how much smoother it rolls because of the pulleys. And that's why that's not 295. All right, stack is 97.5. I added 3, 100.5. I added about 8. 8.5, so about 108 pounds, 108.5 pounds total. It's more of a smooth transition. Thus ends your lessons on how pulley systems work. All you betas out there, hope this is helpful to you. For us alphas in the gym, we clearly understood it a long time ago. So remember, rest, nutrition, proper exercise, and have fun. And those days when you are talking yourself to staying home, change that conversation, get in the vehicle, drive to the gym. And here I put an hour and 15 minutes in. Everybody have a wonderful week.